of people attacking an Amazon delivery truck and looting it. This was in Santa Monica, a group of people attacking that truck, grabbing the contents. We don't know what became of the driver of that truck, if he or she is okay. But the truck, as you can see, being looted and everything inside taken away. There was a lot of looting in Santa Monica, and here's more of it. We were watching this earlier today.
We were watching this, and it is just, I mean, people are going in, finding an opportunity, and just taking as much stuff as they can. And when they come out, sometimes we saw earlier with, in Long Beach earlier, but looters actually running into law enforcement who are right at the door.
Right.
So I mean, look at these. Their arms are full of merchandise, and we said it earlier. Some of these, the looting, it's a little more high tech, or today, because they're going to different cars that are waiting. They're scouting out places that look like it's a good opportunity to get merchandise, and they certainly are. They're going in very quickly, coming out. We even see the grocery store and the Vons, and I think we saw Walgreens. People are certainly taking so much stuff, and you can see right there's a car there, and just packing it up and then taking off and going on to their next stop. So
people have no connection at all with the protest, and who could forget this scene, that Outfitters store. This was in Long Beach, where looters were going in, stealing stuff. All of a sudden, here come the police, and they come flooding out of that store. This is what you were alluding to earlier.
Yes.
They come flooding out of the store. These officers standing there, they didn't arrest any of them, but they just basically kind of shooed them away. Look at that.
I mean,
they're all running past them. They're not stopping them. They're not detaining them, but they are at least chasing them away. But that wasn't where it ended. You've got officers there, so that's not what was unbeknownst to them, is that not everybody was out of that store. And so they stood there, a phalanx of officers, outside, forming a kind of a semicircle around the opening, facing outward, keeping anybody else from coming in, not knowing that there were people still inside the store. You and I watched this unfold live.
And we couldn't figure out what the noise was.
Right, and here it was.
This was the noise, and I thought at first it was gunshots, and then rubber bullets, and then we saw everyone trying to break out. But you saw the plywood and you'll see someone, if we end up staying on this, throwing a ton of merchandise out the window, and then ton of merchandise, and then picking up the merchandise and running away. I mean,
and keep in mind, there are police officers about 30 feet from where these people are jumping out of the window, about 30 feet away.
And then they break the plywood, which is what we end up seeing.
Yeah.
They've obviously. They're trying to, I mean, law enforcement, their hands are tied on this sort of situation. There's just so much of it going on that they're trying to at least keep the community protected. Inventory is...
Inventory can be replaced,
right,
but it is still infuriating to watch. And this woman here, who is acting as a shield, aiding and abetting the looters, basically helping them out, standing there with her arms up as if to shield the looters from police.